Students tend to get really upset and waste a lot of time when they go to make the rubber foot. And to be honest, the first time I made it, I did not make it correctly and basically had to start over. Because one of the things that's very important as you start to model more complex objects is you need to think about your approach to the design, meaning step by step, what do I need to do to complete the design? And sometimes if you guess incorrectly, or more often what happens is you blindly start just modeling, then you can kind of paint yourself into a corner and you can't get out. And that happens a lot on this rubber foot. So let's talk about I guess the best approach that I see to make this object. All right. Now this is it's made more complicated because we have this shell in here, and we have a post, and then we have a counter bore, and then we got some ribs. So it's very particular about what does it want when, and a lot of it revolves around this shell. So the first thing that I would do is I would make the cylinder. All right, because that's going to be your main body, and then I would add the radius, and then at that point you can go in and shell it out so it becomes hollow. Then you can add the post in the middle, the boss in the middle, then go in, add your counter bore, put your ribs in it, and then you're done. So now those last two you can flip, but if you want to stop the video, try that and not see it step by step. That is the approach that I would say you go ahead and take, and most of you should be able to take just from that list. Start with the cylinder for the main body, add the radius, shell it out, add your boss, this post in the middle, do the counter bore, add the ribs. And if you do that, then it'll work out for you. It's not that complex. So let's go ahead and run through this really quickly. It's 6875. So I'm going to go into Inventor. I'm going to start a new sketch. Go ahead and open up a plane, draw a circle. All right, and that is 6875. So we'll put the dimension here, 0.6875, and then if we look at this is 344 thick. Finish the sketch, extrude it, 0.344. Now we're going to add our radius to it. Our radius is 125, and that is fillet. Add the radius, 125. Okay, so now we have the radius. Now we're going to shell it out, 0625. Shell. Pick your surface, 10625. So when you pick the surface, you'll pick the face that you want to go away. And what it does is it imagines that face goes away, but then gives everything a uniform thickness. And that uniform thickness is 0625, 1/16 of an inch. All right, so there we go there. We have that out. So now we need to put the post in the middle, 1875. Notice that's a radius, so what do we have to do to it? All right. So we have to double it, so we'll make a sketch, circle, all right, dimension, 0.1875 times 2. You can do the math right there. The post is now in, finish the sketch, extrude it. It's going the wrong way. We want to go up to next. Okay. Now we have that. So we can go and put our counter bore in. We need 1875 through, and then we'll come back and look at everything else. Rotate around to the other side. Draw us a sketch. A lot of people forget to put the points, and that's the point is what drives the whole command. Finish the sketch because it's right there in the middle. Run the whole command. All right, it's automatically going to find that point. And where did it hide my... Okay, I want to pause the video real quick and go find it on my other screen, which is currently turned off. Okay, I had to start my projector so I could drag this over because it's kind of hard to do the whole command without the dialog box that allows you to select everything. So that's been a while, so let me go back and see what size it's supposed to be. It is supposed to be 1875 through. All right. It is a counter bore. 11875 through. The counter bore itself is 3125, and it goes down 1/4 of an inch. It goes down 1/4 of an inch, so that is everything. And then it goes through all, right? Look at this, through. So hit OK, and then there is your counter bore that makes the bottom of the foot. The only thing that we have left to do now are the ribs. So if we look at these, they are 94 thousandths typical. So that means in all 4 ribs, they are 94 thousandths wide. And it makes an X. All right, so we're going to make a sketch on this face. And we're going to do a few little offsets to make our life a little bit easier. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a line through the middle. All right. We're going to put a line vertically. And yes, I'm going over. That's perfectly fine. And then I'm going to do some offsets. So I'm going to offset. First, I have to project it because it doesn't work otherwise. Project geometry. I'm going to use this circle. And I'm going to use this circle. And then I'm going to offset it. And the reason I'm doing this, it seems to work better if you offset it a little bit. Sometimes when it's right on the edge, the computer doesn't know what to really do with itself. So if you go into the model and into, you can't see my air quotes, but if you go into the model a little bit, it just helps it from just bombing out every now and then. It's pretty rare, but occasionally it'll do that. So that's why I just extruded those inwards and inwards so they're not right on that edge. It just works better. And then we're going to use an offset command, and we're going to offset this. What is our thickness supposed to be? 094.094 divided by 2. 094 divided by 2. Same thing here. And so when we get this done, we are going to basically have our ribs in there. We just need to trim everything out and then make certain, the middle ones, make them construction lines. All right, so let's go ahead and trim it out. And those are the ones that we're going to keep what we want. And we'll go in here and really do that up there. And you'll notice that when I did my massive trims, it turned a couple of those, or turned my construction lines into regular lines again. So let's go ahead and turn these back into construction because we don't need those. And this is a construction line. And this is a construction line. Construction. I must have more than one line on top of one another. There we go. Finish the sketch. Extrude. Pick my 4. Cancel that. Let's try that again. This time not picking where I don't want it to be, which is, it's trying to pick up those. It's trying to pick up these projected lines. So let's go ahead and try that one more time. So I'm going to want, so just take your time, get it where it's highlighted. We're going to flip it around. We're going to go up to next. And we are going to say done. Oops, and I wound up cutting it. It's all right. Right click, edit feature, switch that around from cut to extrude, and then now we have our ribs on the inside. And that is the part.